A very good morning, all of you. Hope everybody had safe weekend. Hope everybody is in front of your laptops or mobile phones. So we'll just start with today's session. So we have been discussing a lot of things about file IO. So before we continue with our class, today will be the last session for file IO. With today's session, we'll complete file IO. Then we get into the remaining concepts. So we now just get into the today's session. We look at some instructions for today. Your session will be there from Monday to Saturday and from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. आपका सेशन होगा मंडे से सैटरडे तक और 11:30 बजे से लेके 1 बजे तक. आई एम रिपीटिंग इट अगेन. Your session will be from Monday to Saturday and from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. I repeat it. आपका सेशन होगा मंडे से लेके सैटरडे तक और 11:30 बजे से लेके 1 बजे तक चलता रहेगा. And whatever the questions that you have it, you can put it on a piece of paper and ask us in your respective Kesala groups after the session. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. आपको जो भी क्वेश्चन रहेगा वो आप एक पेपर पे नोट कर लीजिएगा और सेशन के बाद अपने अपने कैसला ग्रुप में पूछ लीजिएगा. And also we would request you to post your questions after the session and before 5 p.m. आपसे ये निवेदन है कि आप अपने जो भी डाउट्स रहेंगे, क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, उनको सेशन के बाद और 5 बजे से पहले पूछ लीजिएगा. Whenever it is required, we'll give you assignments. Hope you had some good surprise or sudden exam in the last week, and I've seen a lot of people performing very good. So जहाँ जहाँ पे ज़रूरत पड़ेगा वहाँ पे हम लोग असाइनमेंट्स देंगे. लगता है कि लास्ट वीक में आप जो सडन टेस्ट दिए थे वो अच्छा लगा एंड मैं आपके आंसर्स को देख रहा था. कई लोग बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिए हैं और आपके असेसमेंट एग्ज़ाम बहुत अच्छा किए हैं. कई लोग बहुत अच्छा किए. And also people who haven't registered with us, you can register with us from the link which is shown here. So I would request everybody, whoever haven't still registered with us, please register using the given link which is shown on my desktop. मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. हर कोई अभी तक रजिस्टर नहीं किया है, प्लीज़ ये लिंक पे जाके क्लिक करके रजिस्ट्रेशन कंप्लीट कर लीजिएगा. एंड जो लोग ऑलरेडी रजिस्ट्रेशन कर लिए हैं प्लीज़ इसको इग्नोर कर दीजिएगा. आई रिपीट इट. पीपल हु हैवंट रजिस्टर्ड प्लीज़ रजिस्टर फ्रॉम द शोन लिंक. पीपल हु हैव रजिस्टर्ड प्लीज़ इग्नोर द अनाउंसमेंट. जैसा हम लोग हर दिन ये कंटेंट देख रहे हैं, this is a content for our certification exam where we need to concentrate more. The percentages shown is the weightage and we are supposed to get a minimum of 70%. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. ये कंटेंट हम हर दिन देख रहे हैं कि हमको समझ में आए कौन कौन से मॉड्यूल एग्ज़ाम में पूछा जा रहा है. एंड यहाँ पे जो परसेंटेज दिखा रहा है वो एग्ज़ाम का क्वेश्चन का वेटेज है. किस कॉन्सेप्ट में कितने क्वेश्चन आएंगे उसका वेटेज है. एंड हमको 70% मिनिमम लाना होगा ताकि हम लोग ये एग्ज़ाम क्लियर हो सके. ऑलराइट, सो वील जस्ट गेट इनटू आवर प्रोग्रामिंग. हम लोग फाइल्स के बारे में हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे थे. सो वील गेट इनटू आवर IntelliJ IDE. सो वी हैव बीन गेटिंग इनटू आवर प्रोग्राम्स and we have been working with something called file IO. So we open up IntelliJ IDE to start our programming. So let me open up a fresh new document or a fresh new project. मैं अपना नया प्रोजेक्ट को लेता हूँ, न्यू प्रोजेक्ट. एंड ये प्रोजेक्ट पे जाने के बाद मैं जावा वर्जन सेलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, नेक्स्ट क्लिक कर रहा हूँ, क्रिएट टेम्पलेट कर रहा हूँ एंड कमांड लाइन ऐप दे रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ माई फाइल प्रोजेक्ट्स। आई एम राइटिंग इट एज माई फाइल प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड क्लिक ऑन फिनिश। न्यू विंडो, I'll just close the old one. Right, so we have got started. अभी मैंने अपना नया क्रिएट कर लिया है और यहाँ पे मैं अपना कोड लिखूँगा. If you could remember, I have been telling you about this mobile app, Jidon, where we have been working on. So there is some request coming up. सर एक बार फिर से Jidon पे रन करके दिखाइएगा, हमको थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. So in tomorrow's class we'll look at programs with Jidon. So हाँ, मैं यहाँ पे IntelliJ IDE यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन जब मैं मोबाइल पे बता रहा था, एक एप्लीकेशन के बारे में बता रहा था, कई लोग बता रहे थे कि मुझे उस पर प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. सो मैं वहाँ पे कल के प्रोग्राम्स वहाँ पे रन करके दिखाऊंगा. फाइल के प्रोग्राम्स स्पेशली प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे थे, कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दिया जा रहा था. सो पीपल वर आस्किंग मी टू रन इट ऑन दैट ऐप, सो वी विल रन दैट in that app tomorrow we'll see the live demo in that app tomorrow. So आज हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग पे जाने से पहले हम लोग फाइल के कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट देखेंगे, because we understand the theoretical concepts of files also, so we get into the notepad to understand. notepad पे जाके हम लोग ये समझ लेते हैं. First thing is we are working with files. सो फाइल को इनपुट दे रहे हैं, फाइल से इनपुट आउटपुट ला रहे हैं. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ फाइल्स. दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट इज कॉल्ड फाइल हैंडलिंग. सो वॉट एवर यू डू विद योर फाइल्स इज कॉल्ड फाइल हैंडलिंग. whenever you are working with file handling, now your particular Java says file can be handled by using something called streams. सो हम लोग अपना फाइल हैंडलिंग इन जावा Oracle. Once we put it in the Oracle documentation, Oracle Java documentation, it will be shown what are all the things that you can do it with your file IO. So what is file handling is shown here. If you could look at, basically file handling is nothing but creating the files, reading the files, writing the files, and then if you don't need that file, then we delete the files. I repeat again, the four operations that we perform is A, create files, B, we just go ahead and write something into the file, we create file, and then we write something into the file, and then we read from the file, and after that if you don't need the file, then we can also delete the file. So these are the four operations which we call it as file handling. File handling is nothing but creating a file, writing a file, reading a file, and deleting a file. So whatever we are doing it here is also whatever we write it, whatever we are working over here, which is like updating, is also nothing but writing. Updating is also nothing but writing. So you update, but you remain you keep the content, you add something else. That is called updating. Say if at all I have, say for example, if at all I have hello, then deleting this and writing it as hey students is called overwriting. Remove that hello and writing hello hey students is called overwriting. But if at all I have hello with me, and if at all I make it as hello world, then this is called updating, or this is called appending. मैं फिर से बता रहा हूँ, अगर मेरे पास हेलो करके एक स्ट्रिंग है, इसको निकाल के जब मैं हे स्टूडेंट्स लिखता हूँ, इसको कहते हैं ओवरराइडिंग, यानी उसको निकाल के नया डालना. नाउ देयर इज अनदर वे वेयर वी राइट इट हेलो, यानी मेरे पास हेलो स्ट्रिंग है, इसको बस ऐड करते हैं वर्ल्ड, यानी अपना हेलो वर्ल्ड बन गया. सो वी ट्राई टू ऐड समथिंग, वी ट्राई टू अपेंड समथिंग, दैट्स समथिंग विच इज कॉल्ड अपडेट. Now we do it update or append to a file which is also part of your writing only. Append or update is nothing but writing only, but you add by keeping the remaining thing. So whatever which was already remaining उसको ऐसे ही रख के नया ऐड करने के लिए, नया लिखने को हम लोग कहते हैं अपडेट या अपेंड. So all these are part of your something called file handling. Now, whenever we are using file handling, we create, we write, we read and we delete. मैं फिर से बता रहा हूँ, हम लोग create करते हैं, लिखते हैं, read करते हैं और then हम लोग delete भी करते हैं. And then इसके बाद हम लोगों को ये समझना है कि streams का use करना है. So we have seen lot of ways of writing something onto the file and reading from the file. उसको रीड करने के लिए, यानी फाइल को रीड करने के लिए या फाइल के अंदर कुछ लिखने के लिए हम लोग स्ट्रीम्स यूज़ कर रहे थे. उसको हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड स्ट्रीम्स देख रहे थे, बफर स्ट्रीम्स देख रहे थे, फाइल राइटर्स देख रहे थे, रीडर्स एंड राइटर्स देख रहे थे. वी हैव सीन मल्टीपल थिंग्स. सो ऑल दोज आर पार्ट ऑफ समथिंग कॉल्ड योर स्ट्रीम्स. Whenever you work with your files, in the file handling you have all these four ways of handling your file. In addition to that, you have something called your streams. Now the streams are nothing but which will give you data in sequence. It will send the data into the file, which will put the data into the file with the help of write and try to get the values from the file with the help of your read. So all those are nothing but your streams. So streams are used in order to write something to the file, read something from the file, and whenever you wanted to delete or whenever you wanted to add something, then we make use of something called streams. Now to work with the streams on a particular file, ये streams को use करके, यानी we'll get into the point. Now assume that this is my file. Assume that this is my file. Now when I wanted to read it, then when I wanted to write something, then I need to have this stream writer or any of the streams. Now in order to add these values, in order to write, in order to do anything, then Java is giving some additional methods, which we have been looking at some methods called your write and so on. Now in addition to that, we have certain additional methods also, like say can read. Can read is a method which will tell us, which will confirm us whether this file is readable or not. Now whenever my stream is going to interact with my file, I wanted to check whether this file is readable or not, then I can use a method called can read. Similarly, I have another method called your can write, which will check and tell me whether I can write or not, whether this file is writable or not, whether I can write into this file or not. Whatever the stream that is there, whatever the stream that I am using it is supported by these methods. My stream is given with a support with these methods so that it will understand, so that my method will understand that whether I can use it or not. My method will tell me, my can read or can write method will tell me whether my stream can write or whether my stream cannot write. All that permissions can be obtained with the help of these methods. If you look at, similarly, I have multiple methods available. As we have been looking at certain methods like your can read, can write. Similarly, we have methods like create new file, which will create a file. Similarly, delete, which will delete my file. Similarly, exists, which will tell whether my file is there or not. And similarly, there is something called get name, will give me the file name. Similarly, get absolute path, which is nothing but which will give me the path of my file, that is address of my file. And then we get length. This method will tell me how much length that I have, how many values that I have in my file. If at all I write it as hello students, then it will tell me how many values are there, how many characters are there, how many bytes are there. It will try to fetch me the length. Similarly, when I give it as list, then this list will return me the array of files in the directory, which is nothing but whatever the files that are there in the folder, it will try to give me the list of files. Say if at all I want to find what are all the files, say once I go to my desktop, then it will tell me all the list of files, whatever the list of files that I have on my desktop. Similarly, this list method will give me like this, whatever is there in my folder. Say once I come here, then it will tell me these are the files that you have it. So that's how you see your files. Got it? So that's how you, in order to see your files, you use a method called list. Similarly, once we may put it as mkdir, which will make directory, which is nothing but which will create a folder. I repeat, mkdir will make a folder. I repeat everybody, mkdir will make a folder in with the help of my Java files. So whatever the files that I wanted to create, that I can create with the help of my create file, create new file, and similarly to put them in a folder, you can create a new folder also with the help of something called mkdir. Now this method will not accept any parameters, but for it can create things. अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे जो देख रहे हैं, नया फाइल क्रिएट करने के लिए क्रिएट न्यू फाइल, एंड देन डिलीट करने के लिए डिलीट, एंड देन अगर फाइल है कि नहीं चेक करने के लिए एग्जिस्ट, एंड अगर फाइल का नाम लाना चाहते हैं, फाइल का नाम क्या है अगर समझना चाहते हैं तो गेट नेम, अगर फाइल कहाँ पे है उसका एड्रेस चाहिए तो गेट एब्सोल्यूट पाथ, फाइल में कितना डेटा है चेक करने के लिए लेंथ, अगर मेरा फोल्डर जो है उस फोल्डर के अंदर कौन कौन से फाइल है चेक करने के लिए लिस्ट, और नया फोल्डर क्रिएट करने के लिए हम लोग mkdir यूज करते हैं, विच इज मेक डायरेक्टरी. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव इन फाइल हैंडलिंग. अभी इन चीज़ों को यूज करके हम लोग आज के कुछ प्रोग्राम करते हैं. सो वी विल यूज दीज काइंड ऑफ मेथड्स एंड ट्राई टू क्रिएट सम प्रोग्राम्स. नाउ इफ यू कुड लुक एट फाइल हैंडलिंग, the file handling was having the concepts called your file handling was having the concepts called your streams, and then the next one that you had was methods. The next one that you had was methods. And once we have seen the methods, whatever we have discussed till now, after the methods you have something called your file operations. What are these file operations? File operations are nothing but working with a file in order to read, write and get information or create. All these are nothing but your operations. Nothing but these things. These things are nothing but are called operations. Right? So basically file handling will have operations, streams and methods. Now we'll try to look at how we can implement this. So already we have seen the concept of something called operations in the last few classes. In the last few classes we have understood how to read a file, how to write to a file, all that we have done. But only thing is we didn't work on something called your methods. We didn't work on something called your methods. Now we'll try to work on that. So in order to work on methods, we'll try to look at some basic example. So first one, we will look at creating a directory. Creating, अभी तक हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे, सब कुछ डेस्कटॉप पे क्रिएट कर रहे थे. अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, अपना प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट, अपना फोल्डर क्रिएट करेंगे. फोल्डर के अंदर फाइल क्रिएट करेंगे. फाइल के अंदर हम लोग कुछ कंटेंट डालेंगे, फिर से फाइल से डेटा निकालेंगे और फिर से फाइल को डिलीट करेंगे. So whatever we do it today are, first one is we will create directory, and then we create file. Then third one, we create file, and then we write file. Write includes update also, that is append. We'll do append also. And then fourth, otherwise we'll do it like this: write to file, then fourth one, read a file, and then we put it as append a file, and then sixthly we delete the file. So we'll try to create a directory, create a file, and then write file, read file, append file, and delete file, right? So now we'll just look at one by one. So the first program that we are doing is write a program to create directory. So to create it, now we'll just use something called mkdir. We have understood to create your folder, we use something called mkdir. Now what we will do, we will use something called file, f1 equal to new file. Now what is whatever we wanted to write it, we can write it in the path over here. But still see there is an error. Why there is an error? Because file should be, file is available in something called import java .io .file, which you can use it like this. But I might use many other things, so I am putting it as io.star. So this is how, see the error is removed. जब मैं io लिख रहा हूँ तो यहाँ पे एरर निकल गया है. ये इसलिए निकल गया है क्योंकि ये फाइल जो क्लास है ये हमारा io के अंदर है. इसलिए जब मैं यहाँ पे io.star लिख लिया हूँ, यहाँ पे फाइल का जो एरर है वो निकल गया है. Now we need to give a path. I need to give a path where you wanted to have this file. So whatever I wanted to have it, I will call it as, say, C double colon, sorry, colon double slash, and then I'll put it as, say, I will write it as, say, default. Okay, this is my folder. Now what we will do is, if f.mkdir, if this is there, then what we will do is we will now go ahead and say system dot out dot println. Now the folder will be created, that is, I'll put it as folder is created. If not, else we will write it as system dot out dot println, and we will write it as folder is not created, right? So I'm writing it as file f equal to new file c colon double slash default. So I'm not writing any file type. So once I write it, see, once I go to my C drive, see, my C drive doesn't have a folder called default. Now once I come here and execute it, जब यहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ तो मेरे यहाँ पे अपना default करके कुछ folder नहीं है. So जब यहाँ पे आ गया हूँ, once I come here and execute it, जब मैं इसको execute किया हूँ तो यहाँ पे ये बता रहा है folder is created, यानी mkdir जो create किया है वो execute हुआ है, यानी वो true हुआ है. This is giving me a boolean value saying it is true. Now I just go back and look at it. See, यहाँ पे मेरा default करके folder अभी create हुआ है. देखो आज का डेट आ गया है 11:56. It is now created. So this is how my folder is created. So this is the first task that we wanted to do it. So अभी देखो हमारा ये हो गया है. We have done something called create directory. So we'll put this on the paint only. So in today's class, this is what we wanted to finish it off. So what is that we have finished? So we have finished something called your create directory. Now we'll go ahead and work with the next one, that is creating a file. To create a file, now I'll just take this off. I have got my folder called default. Now in the default folder I wanted to create a file. Now I'll call it as write a program to create a file. अभी यहाँ पे मैंने अपना खुद का फाइल क्रिएट कर लिया है, यानी अभी तक मैंने फोल्डर क्रिएट कर लिया है, अभी मुझे अपना फाइल क्रिएट करना है. अभी मुझे फाइल क्रिएट करने के लिए मैं अभी क्या करूँगा, आई जस्ट कम हियर, I'll call it as file myf equal to new file. Now see, as we were creating the directory, similarly we create the file. Now I'll put the semicolon and here I will write it. In the C drive, I have got a folder called default. Now it is, the folder name was default. Let's just go ahead and look at. Folder name was C drive and it is default, DEFAULT. So DEFAULT. I'm just checking the exact spelling so that we don't go wrong. And after that we write it as your myfile.txt. I am writing the file name as myfile.txt. In the C drive, in my folder that I have created, I am creating a file called myfile.txt. And after that, I just go and check whether it is created or not. I will now go ahead and check it as if my f, which is my object, dot create new file. Now this create new file is what I wanted to check whether this is properly working or not, whether this is giving me a right value or not. So create new file, raising me an error, and exception to signature method. So we will put this in try block over here. Alright, and we place all of this in the try block over here, right? Now we'll just go ahead and see create new file, unhandled exception. So we'll now just go ahead and write it. system.out.println, and we will write it as file is created, right? This is how we just go ahead and use it. Why it is raising an error? Let's just go ahead and see. My f1 dot create file. What is that additional thing that we've done? Right. So we also write else and see what is happening there, and then system.out.println, and we'll write it as file not created. Then here we'll put it as catch, and then we'll put it as exception E, and then we'll start off and write it. So this is a problem with the IDE, don't worry on that. System.out.println, and we'll write it as file not found, right? See, because this might raise an exception, because if the file is not found, it will raise an exception, to ensure that this exception is written. So anyhow, we'll learn about exceptions when we are learning exception concept, but for the time being, you understand try block will, if there is any error in the try block, then the catch will be executed. So this is how we have written a program to create a file. Now this myfile.txt will be created in default, and the default is there in the C drive. Once we execute this, see, the file is created. Once the file is created, now we'll just go back and see. In the default, we have got my file. So the my file has no content because we haven't written anything. Now if you want to write it, you can use your, again, the options of writing, like your file streams, file input stream, and then you can give the input to the file. So now what is that we wanted to do is, we will now come here and we will try to work on this. Now what is the additional thing that I wanted to do is, now I wanted to know what is the name of the file that is created. It is created, but I also want to get the name of the file. In order to get the name of the file, I will write it as system.out.println. I will write it as the name of the file is, you can just put it as name of the file is, then I'll put a plus symbol here. Now this object is carrying the details about the file. Now the object is myf dot, I want to get the name, so I'll call it as get name. Once I do it, once I run this, then see, the file is created, and you are supposed to print this also. See, it says file is not created. Why file is not created? Because this file already exists. When this file already exists, then I cannot create it. See, file is not created. It says file is not created because already myfile.txt exists. So I cannot create it. Now in that case, I'll just go here. I'll just go to my folder, C drive, default, and I'll delete this file. We will do that programmatically also deleting, don't worry. Once I execute this, now see, the file is created and the name of the file is myfile.txt. When it is already there, I am not able to create it because it is already there. Got it? So when it is already there, then in that case it is not executing it. It says file cannot be created. Right? So once the file name doesn't exist, then in that case you can create your file. This is what it will happen, no? So once I go to my desktop, see I have a folder called main project. When I want to create a new folder with same main project, then when I try to create, it says it's already there. It's already there. You cannot create it. Then you want to check and create. You want to delete the old one and try to create. All that we'll have to write the additional code. Now that additional code we'll write it once we understand delete also. So अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे जब लिख रहे थे ये सेम नेम के साथ फोल्डर क्रिएट कर रहे थे, तो वो बता रहा था कि एक फोल्डर ऑलरेडी है, एक फोल्डर ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड है, अभी हमको उसको अपडेट करना है यानी नया नेम देना है. सो दैट वो जो नया नेम देना हम लोग बाद में देखते हैं. सो अभी तक हम लोग कर रहे हैं, अगर फाइल नहीं है तो क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. सो आई रिपीट, वी आर क्रिएटिंग ए फोल्डर, वी आर क्रिएटिंग ए फाइल. So this is how we create a file, and we are getting the name also. Similarly, we try to get the path also. Now this will not get created, so we wanted to get the path of the file. In order to get the path of the file, we will write it as system.out.println, and we wanted to get the path of the file. The path of the file is, I will put it as plus myf dot get absolute path. Once I run this, see it is giving me c:/default:myfile.txt. The path of the file is in this particular location. It is there in your C drive, and in the C drive you have it in the folder. This is how you are getting the absolute path. Now sir, there is another thing that is showing called canonical path. So see, canonical path, once you put it as canonical path and once you run it, see it is giving you a path similar to the same. Then what is this canonical path and your absolute path, sir? So it will try to give the relative path to you whenever you take it as canonical path. So in that case, to get it always correct, we are taking it as absolute path only, so that you don't go wrong. So this is how you work with something called absolute path. Got it? Now similarly, if you want to get the length of it, you wanted to get the length of the file, then you can just go ahead and put it as dot length. Now once you run this, then it will show you the length of the path is 0 because you don't have any data in it. If you would have any data, अगर इसके अंदर कुछ डेटा रहता है तो वो बताएगा कि कितना डेटा है. जब मेरा फाइल एम्प्टी पड़ा है तो उसमें कुछ वैल्यू नहीं बताएगा बिकॉज इसके अंदर कुछ डेटा ही नहीं है, तो वो कैसे बताएगा कि कितने कैरेक्टर है. सो इसके वजह से वो रिटर्न कर रहा है 0, यानी इसका मतलब है the file has no data in it. Assume I'll just go ahead and put some data. Hello, and then I will save it. Now once I come back to my project, once I execute it, see it is giving me 5. Now once I open up my file and see this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 characters. So 5 items are placed in my document. So this is how we use something called your length. अभी तक हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे जो भी देखा है, जो भी मेथड्स यहाँ पे देखा है, हम लोगों ने अभी तक क्रिएट फाइल देख लिया है, mkdir भी देख लिया है, अभी हम लोगों ने गेट नेम भी देख लिया है, गेट एब्सोल्यूट पाथ भी देख लिया है और लेंथ भी देख लिया है. Now we'll also try to see the list also. Now we'll try to see the list also. So once we just go ahead and put it as your dot list. Once we run this, Then see the path of the file. So I've given it as path of the file. No, I'll write it as list of files. Once you look at it, it is giving me null because it is talking about my file. If at all I talk about any of the directory, instead of this file, I'll talk about any of the other directories. Now I'll call it as, instead of default, I'll call it as C and then users and then Naga PC, and then I will use it as desktop. Now this is the path I wanted to give it. Now I will give this path over here. Right? So I will give this path by double slash, sorry. So whatever the path that we had it, we will try to copy paste this. So this is how you have got your path available. अभी मैं इसको जब एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा हूँ, देखो यहाँ पे मुझे बता रहा है ये पर्टिकुलर फोल्डर है, ये फोल्डर के अंदर ये मुझे रिटर्न कर रहा है, लिस्ट ऑफ वैल्यूज के लिए रिटर्न कर रहा है. So this is how you get the object. Similarly, if you wanted to get the names of it, again you can get it as a separate list. ऐसे करके हम लोग अपना लिस्ट भी पता कर ले सकते हैं. सो जब हमको अपना जो फोल्डर क्रिएट किए, से मैं यहाँ पे आके यहाँ पे देता हूँ. So once I run this, see it will talk about a different value again. See, it is talking about specifically what is the list that is available. Now it is showing as an object, but we can get them as a separate list also, which we can get it by converting it into a list. So this is how we use something called list. We will look at list in detail, don't worry. So this is how we create a file. We look at all the different methods with the help of file. So the second one that we have done is creating a file is also done. Now writing a file and reading a file, we have done lot of programs, but still we will try to write one program. Now what we will do, we will try to write it onto this particular file. So let me take all of this, ये पूरा मैं निकाल दूंगा और इसके अंदर मैं एक फाइल के अंदर कुछ डेटा लिखूंगा. I will try to write some value into this particular data. So in order to do it, what I will just do is file input stream, or say, yeah, we will use file input stream only. File input stream fin equal to new file input stream, and whatever the file that we have been creating, that file we can pass it over here. So I'll call it as file f1 equal to new file. Now in this we will give that path. We will give it as c colon double slash, we call it as default and slash, and then we'll give it as my file dot txt. This is how I use my file, and I pass my f1 into this. I pass my f1 into this. Once I look at, there is an unhandled exception, so you put it as catch. So we'll write it as exception e, and then we will write it as system dot out dot println, and we'll put it as file not found. Okay, and after that we wanted to write the data. Whenever you wanted to write the data, in yesterday's class we have been looking at, sorry, the day before yesterday's class, whenever you want to give an input, you can give it in terms of bytes or you can give it in terms of characters. Whenever you want to give it in terms of characters, then we should give it with the help of your we should give it with the help of your something called your bytes and characters. But whenever we are using it here, we use it with the help of something called bytes. लेकिन यहाँ पे मैं input use कर रहा था, I'm sorry, we'll have to use it as output. So once we use it as output, then we can just go ahead and write it onto the file, right? So we will now try to use it as your output stream so that you can just go ahead and write. So we'll put it as file output stream, sorry, f out equal to file output stream. Now we wanted to write this f1 into that. I want to write this particular file. Now after that we wanted to write it with the help of your bytes. Once you want to put it with the help of your bytes, you can put it as f out, and into that file you can give it as a single character or a multiple character. So I will give it as 72. F out dot write, and in that we will give it as 72. Now this is how we write something to the file, and then after that we'll put it as f out dot close, and then we will put it, we'll check it whether it is inserted or not. So we'll put it as system dot out dot println, we'll put it as inserted, right? Now once we execute this, then see the value is inserted, which means we have created a folder, we have created a file, and then we are writing it into the file. So which means once we come back here, C drive default, my file has a character called H. So this is how you give your characters, or you put your data into a file. So you created a file, you created a folder, you have put the data into the file. Similarly, to read it, you can just go ahead and put it as file input stream fin equal to new file input stream. Now whatever we wanted to read it, that is same file, that is nothing but your f1 only. So we wanted to read the same file. So once we wanted to read it, in this case we are using something called file input stream, which means it will read in terms of your byte values only. Now to use it, I will take it as int I equals to, I am getting the data in terms of bytes. So I'll put it as fin dot read. So I am giving it as integer. Now after that I am writing it as system dot out dot println, and whatever the value that I am reading it, that should be there as a character. So we'll convert that into character and we will give it as I. This will be my integer value. So once I run this, then see it is inserted and you are reading also. It is there in the file here and you are reading the same value in my program here. See, this is how you insert and you read. So what all we have done till now is we have been looking at all of these concepts, that is creating a directory and then creating a file, writing to a file, reading to a file, and then we have been looking at all of these properties. Alright, now we'll try to work with logic in order to append, in order to add some string to a file, in order to add new data to a file where the file should not be created new. So once I run this again, see, once I go back and see, now H is again inserted, 72 is again inserted. Now once I go ahead and open this up, when I run it for second time, it should have second H, but it is only one H because it is not getting added, which is deleting the old one, adding a new one. We don't want that. We want to add with the by keeping the earlier things as it is. That is called appending. Now whenever we are working with appending, we will now try to go ahead and वर्क विद ए न्यू प्रोग्राम. अभी हम लोग अपना नया प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं ताकि हम लोग अपेंडिंग समझ सकें. सो नाउ वी कॉल दिस नेक्स्ट वन एज राइट अ प्रोग्राम टू अपेंड string to a file. Now we want to append a string value to a file. Once we are appending a string value to a file. Now how do we append it? Now what is that we wanted to do? We wanted to append a string. हम लोग कुछ append करना चाहते हैं. उसके लिए string str equals to hey students. This is a string that I wanted to update. Now already I will just go ahead and put some content here. Say I'll call it as hello comma, and I want to add the data after comma. So when I wanted to add the data after comma, I wanted to add this hello comma hi students. I want to get that output. When I wanted to get it, I am taking this string. And after that, whatever the file that I have in, that is file f1 equal to new file of. What is my path of the file? मेरा path क्या है file का? It is C drive / you have got something called default and then / and we have the file name as myfile.txt. So this is how you have got your file. Now after this file, what is that we wanted to do is we wanted to check whether this file is there or not. In order to check, we will call it as if. We will call it as not f1 dot exists. That is nothing but if not exists. If f1 is not existing, then in that case we need to create it. In order to create, we'll write it as f1 dot create new file. If that file is not there, we should create a new file. Now it is raising an error because this should be kept in the try block. So I'll put it in try block. Now I'll get all of this and place it in my try. Got it? And then I'll put it as catch exception e, and then write it as system dot out dot println. We'll put it as file not found. Alright, now assume that if the file is not there, then we just go ahead and create it, and assume that if the file is there, then what is that we need to do? We need to write to that file. So we use file writer fw equal to new file writer. So we wanted to add the new value. So we wanted to add the new value to it. So we'll call it as f1 dot get name. So this is how we wanted to get the name of it. And after that, we wanted to go ahead and put it as your buffered reader bw equal to br equal to new buffered, we need to write the values, no? So buffered writer bw equal to new buffered writer, and then we want to use file writer to write it. We wanted to use the file writer to write it, which is nothing but your fw. And after that, we wanted to write the data, write the new data, that is nothing but bw dot write of whatever the new value that I wanted to write it, that I wanted to write it in my str should be written. So I will give it as str so that my hello students will be written. And after that I wanted to close my BW, so which is buffered writer. So I'll write it as BW dot close. Now I have written my data into the file, and after that we wanted to have a confirmation whether this is properly written or not. To get a confirmation I will put it as system.out.println. We will write it as the data inserted or appended. I have added the new value. Once I run on this, then see it says data inserted or appended. Now I should get it as hello comma hey students. Once I come here and open it up, then see it is not given. See, ideally what is that we should do? We should put that value. When you want to put that value, you should have something called, you should mandatorily have this code called, once you get in here, after get file name comma you should have something called true. So which is nothing but appending is true. If you don't make this, then it will not write your data. So once you make it as true, only then it will append. Once you run this, then if you go back and see, I'll just open up this file. Now once you open it up, there is something which went wrong. Just close all of these files. So it is f1.get, it's not created. So file writer f1.get name buffered writer. So let's close our fw.close. Now we just go ahead and execute it. Now the data is inserted and appended. Once we open up our file, my C drive default, and once I open it up, so there is something which is not allowing it to append. File writer fw equal to new file writer. Oh, it is because the file that we are working is f1, so it's already there. Append is equal to true. Then we are writing it bw dot write, should be printed, no? What is the name of my file? My file def. It's not getting appended. So we'll try to use another stream in order to work on it. So we'll try to take the buffered stream reader. I don't know why this writer is not supporting us right now. So we will now try to use the same thing with the help of your buffered writer. So we'll now use it, file output stream fout equal to new file. So let me just check this, guys. However, it is a break time, right? So I'll just correct it meanwhile. So all of us will go for a break and come back in next 3 minutes. so that I'll just correct it and help you out in understanding. All of you please go ahead and give your attendance. All of you please give your attendance. Meanwhile, I'll just come back to you with this. So we'll just continue, all of you. So there is nothing wrong over here. Only thing is it's something because of the environmental permissions that I have it for my files in my system. But the same program will work in your system. It's only because of the permissions that I have it in my computer. It's not allowing it. Otherwise, it will update normally. So if at all you just execute it, so the data is inserted or appended. So whatever the FW that is giving this str, so whatever the str that is created, that is all placed over here. So you can also get this if there is any issue. See that str is working normally. Now once we just go close all of this, now we just go ahead, open up the file. See, it's not getting added only because of the permissions that I have it in my system. Otherwise, this is how you append your file. Only the only the thing is, in your whenever you are using your file streams, that is your file writer, which includes your buffer writer and which includes your file writer. So buffer writer will give you the data and your file writer will try to add. Whenever you make it as your append is true, the second parameter in your file writer will be your append. Once you make it as true, which means your append is made as true. Once you make it, see, it will show append is made as true. Once the append is made as true, whatever the value that you want to write it, that gets appended. See, in this case, ideally it is not writing it also. So that's how it is working with us. Alright. So ideally this is how it is working. Only because of my permissions it's not writing it. But ideally this is how you append the values into the file with the help of your Java. You can run this program in your system and check it. So with this we finish off something called your appending also. Once this appending is also over, the next concept that we are looking at is delete. So to delete the file, whenever we wanted to delete the created file, we can just go ahead and do it with the help of the mouse, or you can do it with the help of your program also. Now to delete it, we take this code, we remove all of this code, whatever we have used it for writing, we take off all of this and we'll make it as write a program to delete the file. Now we wanted to delete the file. To delete the file, now again we'll take it, file f1 equal to new file, and then we now try to go ahead and give the path C /, we want to give it as default /, and then we are giving it as my file.txt. This is my file that I wanted to delete it. When I wanted to delete it, I will just go ahead and put it as if file, that is f1.delete. Once you make this, then it will try to delete your file, and which will tell us whether it is deleted or not. So I'll just go ahead and put it as system.out.println, and we will put it as the file is deleted. And after that we'll put it as else system.out.println, and we will give it as the file is not deleted. This is how we write a logic in order to delete a file. Once we run this, then see, it says the file is deleted. Once you go to your folder, then see the default folder. In the C drive, in the default, see there is no file. So this is how you delete your file which we wanted to delete it. So to again create it, you can just go ahead and create as we have created, like as we have created mkdir, and as we have created using your create new file, you can create a new file. If you want to delete it, you can just simply delete it by calling it as f1.delete. This f1.delete will delete the file. Once it is deleted, it becomes your true. So once it is true, this gets executed. Once this is getting executed, you are given with a confirmation that the file is deleted. So in today's program, we have seen, in today's class, we have seen all the different operations like creating a file, creating a folder, and then creating a folder, creating a file, creating some content into a file, and appending some content into a file, and deleting a file. So all the operations that you can do with the file, all of them we have completed now. There are two things that we have left out till now. If you could look at the in the entire thing, exist is also done. If exist we wanted to delete. If exist, then we don't want to create a new. If it doesn't exist, then we wanted to create it. Not exist, I have done it in the earlier program. So there are only two things that is not completed. Those are your can read and can write. Now we'll try to see what is this can read and can write. So can read and can write are the two specific operations which will tell us whether I can read a file or whether I can write a file. So basically this is one good example which will talk to us and tell us whether we can read a file or not, whether we can write a file or not. Say for example, we now go ahead and create the file again. So as we have created the file in the earlier program, similarly we now try to create a file again and try to see whether I am able to read it or not. So I just come back here and take this off. Want to write a program to check readability and writability of a file. We want to check whether a file is readable or writable. So we wanted to check this. So now once we wanted to check this, that file should exist. Now we have deleted this file. There is no file in my folder. So I want to recreate it. So to recreation, I'll call it as file f1 equal to new file, and I wanted to give the path. To give the path, I will give it as c:// and then I will give it as file directory name default, and then we give it as // I'm sorry, and then we give it as myfile.txt. Now this is how my file is created. I want to check whether this file is created or not. In this case, I will write it as if f1 dot I wanted to check whether this is created or not. So I wanted to create this new file. So create new file, and then I will put it as system.out.println, and then I'll put it as file is created. Now see, there is an error. Why there is an error? Because I should put all of this in try block. So I'll write it as try. Now I'll put this entire code in the try block. Now I'm putting this in the try block. Now I put it as catch exception e, and then here I'll write it as system.out.println. Here I'll write it as file not found. Alright. Now in this case, what I wanted to do is, now file is created. That is, once a file is created or not, I wanted to check. Once I run this, then say file is created. Once I go to the folder, see my file is created. Now I wanted to check whether this is readable or not. Once I wanted to check the readability or writability, then after the if condition, I will now write it as system.out.println, and here I will put it as check readability. So the readability is obtained by your object f1 dot can read. We wanted to check whether this is readable or not. Now once you go ahead and put it, see, it is readability is true, which means I can read. Similarly, I just go ahead and put it system.out.println, and then I'll write it as check writability. So I wanted to see the writability also. So whether it is permitted or not. So if I'll just come here and put it as plus f1 dot I'll put it as can write. This will tell us whether I can write or not. Readability wise I can read it, and writability wise I can write it. So this is how it says it is readable and it is also writable. Got it? So we can check whether a file is readable, a file is writable, and all of that we have discussed till now. So if you could look at, we are done with the concepts of your can read and can write also. So everything that you can do it with files is discussed in terms of creating a file, in terms of creating a folder, in terms of writing to the file, in terms of reading from the file, in terms of deleting a file, in terms of deleting a file, in terms of getting a file name, in terms of getting a file path, and in terms of getting a list, and all of these things we have discussed till now with the help of a file object. So if you could look at, this file is one of the important classes. This file is one of the important classes which has a lot of importance in your Java. If you could look at, this file is one of the abstract classes that we have it in Java, which is basically used for your file name, and the file name is given with both absolute and relative names. That is, it can be given with only the file name, it can be given with the complete path. So how you wanted to get it, all that is available or already given in Java library. That is, Java have already defined how you wanted to have a file, how you want to give the input, how you want to get the output, and how you wanted to work on it. Now, if you could look at, Java also has this console class. So if you could look at, we have got a class called console class where you can write something onto the console. Say, as we were writing it onto the printable mode, that is system.out.println, where we wanted to print it with a value. So whenever we are using it as system.out.println, which is printing the value here on my screen. Now whenever I want to put it onto my console, I can also put it as such, which I can do it by, so whatever I am writing it here, the readability and writability that I am writing it here, I can also write it into a console, which I can do it by console myc, that is my console, equal to system.console. So this is how I have got something called console, which will go ahead and open up my console. So this console is what I'm using it as a class, wherein I can put it onto the console. I can put the values onto the console. Now what I will do is, I will make use of something called your, I wanted to read some value from the console and then print it. Now I will put it as string str equals to, I want to read it from the console, that is myc dot, I wanted to read the entire line, and then after that I wanted to print it up, whatever I am printing it, that I wanted to read it. So to read it, I will just go ahead and put it as system dot out dot println, and here I am writing it as the output obtained from console, okay, plus I'll call it as str. Now these are what it is printed directly. Whatever we are writing it, it is printed directly. Now I want to read it from a console and then work on it. To do it, now I'll execute this. Now see, file is not found. See, there is an exception which is obtained. See, there is an exception which is raised. The exception raised is we are not able to open up this particular console. I am not able to open up this console and work on it. So let's just do this in a fresh new program because it is all confusing. So I'll just open it up and do it in a fresh new program. I will write it as console myc equal to new, not new, I will call it as system dot console as a method, and then I will try to I wanted to read some value from the user as in like scanner, so I'll write it as system.out.println please give input. This is what I wanted to do it, and after that I wanted to give it as string str equals to, I wanted to get it from the console, that is myc dot, I wanted to read it with the help of read line, and after that I wanted to print whatever I have read it. Then I'll put it as system dot out dot println and I'll put it as the output from console plus str. Now once I run this, then see I am not able to open up this. That's the only problem, because it is accepting the input, but the problem is it is not able to open up. That's what I've told you. No, it is only because I'm not able to get my files, that my system files. So if you look at the ideal case, what it will tell you is it will try to ask the input, like as you said, enter the name. It will try to get the value from the console. In this case I am not able to do it because of the permissions that I have not given it for my IntelliJ ID. If the IntelliJ ID has the access to go and communicate with my system resources, it will try to go and open it up. Now you can do this with the help of your notepad especially, then you will understand. Console is nothing but you wanted to get the output from the console. Instead of getting it from your system directly, you wanted to get it from a console. Console will try to read it and console will give it to you. Console is nothing but an interface which will try to read the values. Alright, so this is what we have got it. Now see, it is not raising an error. See, it is not raising an error. It is saying that there is an exception. So it is not able to point to this particular pointer because it is not allowed to read to this. So that's something which you'll have to look at it. So this is the only concept that is left out. So we are done with the console also. So if you could look at, we are done with file input output operations with the help of streams. We are done with all the different readers and writers, and then we have also seen the file methods, and then we have also seen the file permissions with something called can read and can write, and then we have also seen all the inbuilt operations also, that is read operations, write operations and all. So with this we complete all the concepts of file. So today we have completed all the concepts of file, and tomorrow morning you will be given with assignment on files. I repeat everybody, tomorrow morning before my class you will receive an assignment on files. Got it? So with this we complete the concept of files, and tomorrow we will start with exception. Tomorrow morning we will start with a concept called exception, which is a very small concept. So we'll finish it in 1 or 2 days, right? So I repeat everybody, we are done with files today, and if you have any questions you can come back to me in the Kaizala group. And also please prepare on all the programs that we have done till now.